Hello and welcome to the show. And coming up on Election Brief today, to disqualify or not to disqualify, the national leadership of the governing New Patriotic Party affirms the decisions of the National Parliamentary Vetting Committee. We'll bring you details and hear from some aggrieved candidates.
I heard on the news that I've been disqualified. And I'm like, disqualified? That's absolutely ridiculous. What privileges are there? Is the party trying to sacrifice me to give to him?
Meanwhile, as Ashanti Regional NPP prepares to release a list of qualified parliamentary aspirants today, regional executives brace up for protest and petitions.
It's going to be a before and after primaries. Before, what the party need to do, we'll meet the various contestants and talk to them. After the primaries too, we'll meet them and talk to them, so that after the primaries, we'll go with a united front.
And later, founder and presidential candidate of the Liberal Party of Ghana, Kofi Akpaloo, is our guest. He will tell us why he is not leaving anything to chance as he begins campaigning towards the December polls. Thanks again for staying with us. Now, the National Executive Council of the New Patriotic Party has upheld, reversed and approved some decisions by its National Parliamentary Vetting Committee and National Parliamentary Appeals Committee. Here is a breakdown of the decision by the NEC. So we will be bringing you details of that, but the Greater Accra region, in the Greater Accra region, the NEC upheld the recommendations of the vetting committee in respect of all the aspiring candidates. The decision by the appeals committee to clear the opponent of Moses Enim in Trobu, Edward Addo, who was initially disqualified by the vetting committee, was thus reversed. In the Western North, the NEC reversed the decision of the appeals committee to disqualify former BOST CEO Alfred Obeng in the Bibiani constituency. He's therefore been reinstated as per the verdict of the vetting committee that initially cleared him. To the Western region now, and the NEC upheld all the decisions of the vetting committee. In the Northern region, the NEC approved the decision of the vetting committee to disqualify Emmanuel Kutin, the security analyst in the Saboba constituency, but reversed the decision to disqualify Osman Mahama in the Saboba constituency. So the Deputy Tourism Minister, Idi Ziblim, will not go unopposed. To the Ahafo region now, the NEC upheld the decisions of the vetting committee for all the candidates. In the Central region, all the decisions of the vetting committee were upheld, except that in respect of Evans Coleman of Agona West, he has been disqualified. So the gender minister will be contested by one other person and not two. Gender Minister Cynthia Morrison. In the Bono region, all decisions of the vetting committee were upheld. The opponent of the health minister has been disqualified in the Doma Central constituency. Let's turn our attention now to the Eastern region, where all the decisions of the vetting committee were upheld by the NEC. Aspirants such as lawyer Philip Addison and former FIDA Executive Director Gloria Ofori-Boadu have also been disqualified. A while ago, I spoke to a very unhappy Gloria Ofori-Boadu, who tells me the decision is unfair.
I've not been informed yet. I just heard it on the newspaper review this morning. So that's all I have is the newspaper review. I heard of it. Yeah, that's all.
So when were you vetted by the vetting committee in your region? First of all, tell us which region, which constituency you are in, that you are hoping to contest in, and which region you are.
My constituency is Ebuakwa South constituency. And I was vetted on March 7th in Koforidua. But I wouldn't call it a vetting because the hostility was so much and the humiliation was so much. I was treated like a criminal. That's how I felt. So I had to leave the room because it was unbearable. And I didn't understand why my fellow party members that I've known, some of them whom have even been in the party and served the party longer than, I was told that my name was not even mentioned in the report. So my impression was that if my name is not in, then it means when the appeal is even decided, mine will not be decided. And there were, whispers that I'd withdrawn. People thought I'd withdrawn and all that, which I considered absolutely ridiculous. But well, finally I left. And this morning I heard on the news that I've been disqualified. And I'm like, disqualified? That's absolutely ridiculous. But I realized that there's a pattern, a lot of us who were, aspiring for parliamentary seats occupied by ministers have been disqualified in the region. But I would say that it's a democracy. If we don't want competition or we don't want competitive democracy, principles laid down by Dankwa Buzia and Professor Dubois, who we all supported at the beginning of the return to democracy, then we might as well abolish the delegate system so that nobody votes and then the party handpicks. But that will also be a dangerous precedent. And don't forget that scientific research has been shown by Benefson that the party stands to lose about 400,000 votes if they handpick candidates. Even Dr. Makutufo, who is also a member and a leading member of the party, has warned that this issue of handpicking candidates is also unfair. So I consider it unfair. I never saw the incumbent in that party, Atachia. He showed up in February 2008 and within 3 months contested the primaries. What are you talking about? He wasn't disqualified at that time. You want to say I'm disqualified. How did he enter the party in February 2008 and contest elections within 3 months? What kind of card did he bring? What kind of card? What privileges is the party trying to sacrifice me to give to him? He should show us how he entered the party in February 2008 and was able to contest within 3 months. Then I'll consider it as fair.
Let's turn our attention to the Ashanti region now, and Samuel Binfo was cleared by the NEC to contest in the Danse Asokwa constituency against KT Hammond. Kofi Nkansa Ofosu was also cleared by the NEC to contest in the Asante Achim Central constituency. Francis Kwabna Owusu Echa was disqualified in the Jabeng contest, and we'll come to that. That is the decision of the appeals committee, which was upheld. In Bekwai, lawyer Amufa Ajimang was disqualified by the NEC. In Asante Achim North, Kwejoba Ajiman was cleared by the NEC, and in Odotobri, lawyer Anthony Mie was cleared by the NEC, thus reversing the appeals committee decision. In Subin, JB Dankwa was cleared by the NEC. Manson Kwanta, Honorable Grace Addo, the former MP, disqualified by the NEC. And in Kwadaso constituency, Hilda Addo was also disqualified by the NEC. All right, so thankfully, Madam Hilda Addo, who is contesting the Kwadaso seat but has been disqualified by the NEC, joins us via Zoom. Many thanks for your time, ma'am. What did the party executive say were the grounds for your disqualification? Hello, Madam Hilda, if you can hear me, what did the party executive say were the grounds for your disqualification? Unfortunately, we can't hear Madam Hilda, but we'll get back to her. But the founder and presidential candidate of the Liberal Party of Ghana, Kofi Akpaloo, may not have garnered as many votes in the 2016 elections as he desired, but he's not leaving anything to chance this year, as he's already hit the streets campaigning. Our cameras spotted his campaign team distributing and sharing some leaflets on the streets of Accra. He is joining us to tell us about his campaign. Mr. Akpaloo, good afternoon to you. All right, Mr. Akpaloo doesn't appear to hear what I'm saying. So we're taking a short breather. We'll fix that and we'll be right back.